Hello and welcome back. Bad Raven here. We got another video for you today, and it's about the movie Life, rated R, at the local theater. And I went and watched this last night, and I figured I'd do a review on it. It's not going to be a before and after like you normally used to. I just kind of did this one with just straight review. So I decided to go watch this movie because I like the movie like Aliens or Alien, where you got a team of people in space and they're like fighting an unknown thing. So this Life movie was kind of like the same type of, gave me the same type of feeling that Alien did when I first saw the trailer for the Life. And so I decided to go watch it because I like science fiction. I'm a science fiction guy, and that just right up my alley. So I decided to go and see this last night, and it's supposed to be, they're set on the International Space Station, and these astronauts are up there from all the different countries, of course, and they're getting a. This is going to be spoiler free too. Sorry, but they're getting a like a probe to come through to the International Space Station. They're supposed to get. And they're supposed to get the sample of this whatever organism that's in the soil, and they're supposed to check it out on the on their ship, like up in space, to see what caused it to make Mars uninhabitable. So they take it onto their ship, and they've got like all these protocols and stuff to be able to analyze this sample organism on their ship. Also, I'm going to say that this movie stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson, and Ryan Reynolds. Those are the three main characters. There's other characters on this movie, but these are the three main ones. And Jake Gyllenhaal does a very good job in his acting in this movie. He's a very good actor, and so are the rest. Ryan Reynolds, and Rebecca Ferguson, I haven't really seen her in movies before, so unless it's a movie I just didn't know she was in. But they all three did a very good job in this movie. But it was the first science fiction movie I watched where they were like weightless, like the whole time, in the movie. A lot of times you see like a movie set in space, it'll be like they'll have gravity somehow in there, and they're just walking around just like regular day in their ship. This one they floated around all through the movie inside the International Space Station. So it's really accurate, I guess, as far as how they live in the actual station and everything like that. And the way it was portrayed, it looked very realistic. I thought they did a very good job on that to show the weightlessness and all the different things that the astronauts go through. But getting back to the story, there's a scientist that's checking this thing out. And of course, the trailer, it ends up attacking the crew. I'm not giving anything away with this. It ends up attacking the crew, and it even gets a name given to it. I won't go into the name right now until you go watch the movie, But it's a funny name compared to what you would think a killing organism would be called. But that gives it a little more character, I guess. The first part of the movie, it's pretty well like any other movie. You get to know a little bit of the cast. Not big time know them, just little snippets here. The Jake Gyllenhaal character's been on the space station for like the longest that any astronaut's ever been, and doesn't seem to want to leave. Like he doesn't want to go back to Earth. And then you have the new officer, Ferguson actress, and she's just like kind of new, and she's more of the medical staff. And then you got Ryan Reynolds that's been on there for a little while too, and just he's more of the spacewalking type astronaut and stuff like that. I was kind of disappointed in his character for a reason, and it's not because of his acting or anything like that. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie, but didn't give him really that much meat on the bone for this character. I'm surprised he signed up for this movie, considering, but it was kind of strange. But anyway, it builds, the story builds. It's pretty well gets into the action relatively quickly, and they end up, with your basic stuff. There's not like the movie Prometheus. It kind of reminds me of the very beginning of this movie, but not as dumb as some of the stuff the scientists do in Prometheus. But they do some things at the beginning. This with the first very scene when the organism attacks that I just kind of got on my nerves. But I know this is a movie and they got to have a drama. They have to have something that go wrong for this to happen. But for scientists, sometimes they do some pretty bonehead stuff. But and they're supposed to be like ready for any kind of bad thing because they're going to be watching this organism on their ship. They're supposed to be ready for any kind of outbreak, and that way they can send the station away from the Earth so they won't get to Earth and all that. That's the reason why they're doing this right on the space station, so they don't have to do it on Earth and it can't spread if something was to happen. But it was just some really weird moments happened that I was like, kind of got on my nerve. But it's a horror / science fiction movie, so you can expect most of that stuff. But it's got its climactic points in the movie and stuff like that, and it's got a really good ending. The ending kind of saves the movie for me. If it wasn't for the ending, it would probably be just your regular run-of-the-mill, type horror in space type thing. But it was kind of neat the way they did the ending. For me, I don't know, you may not like it, but over the whole span of the movie, I was generally surprised. I liked it. Like I said, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I love that genre. I love science fiction. I love horror, and this was both of them combined. So I was like a kid in a candy store. So I really liked that part. It's rated R. It's not as bad as violent as it could have been, but it has a few little scenes that may be considered too rough, I guess. But they wasn't anything major to me. I've seen a lot worse in movies, especially scary movies. But like I said, I give it, like if you was to go watch it, a 1 out of 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I give it like a 7. You don't necessarily have to see it on the big screen. It looks really good because of the the space station and stuff like that in the movie and up in space. It's really good special effects. They do a really good job. number 1 on that. And though the creature is CGI, you still felt like it was there. There was some scenes, you might not have felt like it was like right in the same, but it's still, they did a good job with it being CGI. And it had character and everything like that. But I give it a 7. If you want to, wait for it to get on DVD, you can. I don't think you'll be hurt by that on the small screen. But I like that. But I noticed at the movie theater when I was there, the picture seemed just a tad out of focus. It was unusual at my movie theater I usually go to. And it was a little darker. I don't know if the bulb in their projector is getting ready to go out or not. It could have been a little more plainer because it's pretty dark because of space and stuff. And they're in that space station, which is kind of gloomy. But all in all, that didn't take me out of the movie. It could have been, I think it could have been a lot brighter, a lot more defined, because it was showing like the beginning of it shows like stars up in in space. They're in space, and I like really squinting because the stars were really not bright at all. And maybe that's what they were going for, but I could tell that the film was not quite focused in on the projector. But all in all, though, despite those problems, I think you would like it if you like that kind of genre. If you don't like that kind of genre, just avoid it. But I still, like I said, I give it 7 out of 10. And leave a comment at what you thought of the movie in the comment section. I'd like to know your take on it. This has been a spoiler free, because I couldn't really say much about it because I don't want to ruin it. It's only been out like a couple days. And the theater wasn't very packed. It kind of disappointed me that there weren't more people going out and watching it. But, what can you do? I want them to make more movies like this because I enjoy them. But just leave some comments in there and see what you tell me what you think. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you later, and goodbye.